What's up, everyone? It's been a month of my Just a Normal Asian challenge, and look what I've done for the past 4 weeks.
Okay, so today's day 4, and it's particularly super trying. So, mad rush this morning. Last night, I had to make an urgent trip into JB, so just across the borders, and only came home at like 12:30 a.m. So by the time I settled down, I just got to sleep at about like 1 and had an early morning, so I was coaching the whole morning, and it was just a mad rush, right? So obviously I only had like 4 hours of sleep and didn't really have time to sort of make breakfast, didn't really have anything to eat until my first meal, which was at 12 p.m. And I got really tired, right? So then I realized that when I napped from 3:30 to 6 p.m. This afternoon, I woke up and I was like, I felt super tired. Not like physically tired, but like just mentally exhausted, right? And I realized that my depression, Agnes, I call her Agnes, so she really comes around when I'm physically tired. So she really loves coming around when I'm really physically tired. So but I did get up. So one thing I've learned about managing depression is to really get up and just do something. So I did that. I got up, cleaned my room, and then I washed my motorbike, and I even went for a walk. So I think that was a huge win. Except that today I didn't really eat that much, partly because I was just tired, and I really didn't have time because I was napping like half the day, or working and sleeping half the day. So, but I'm satisfied. I'm going to bed right now. So it's like 10:15. I'm gonna have an early night and on to tomorrow.
So the last 4 weeks has been awesome. I have managed to be consistent with what I planned out to do. I even went traveling, went to Perth, went to Cape Lewin, drove all the way down to the southwesternmost part of Australia. So that's where the Southern and the Indian Ocean separates. So it was really cool. And I even went skydiving at Rottnest Island. It was a very impromptu thing, but I did it. It was really cool to just dive out of a plane 15,000 feet above sea level. I went for a buffet to celebrate a friend's birthday. Had my parents in town, so lots of eating out. In fact, over the last 4 weeks, I didn't really prepare my own food, so it's really just about balancing the calorie deficit that I am supposed to be in and getting my steps in. I did average out about 8,700 steps over the last 4 weeks. There were days where I missed. I think there was about 5 days where I didn't actually hit the 8,000 step goal. There were some days that I also ate more than the calorie deficit number, but I did manage to stick to 1,700-ish calories, which is enough. I feel satisfied most days. There weren't any particular days where I felt hungry. And the best thing is I did not feel like I was on a diet. And that is awesome, right? Because what I'm trying to do over here is to really show you guys that it is possible to be changing some of your habits and make it sustainable. It's not just about losing weight. I do not actually have a weight loss goal in mind. It's nice to lose weight. Yes, I did actually even measure myself every morning, which I completely dislike, to be honest. I really don't like measuring myself every single day, but for accountability purposes, I did it. I also took my progress pictures, as you can see right here, and I've dropped up to 9.5 centimeters in my belly, which is the most obvious I feel. Like, I don't feel as bloated as I used to. But here are some lessons as to what 1 month has been. So lesson number 1, there is no right time to start on anything, especially when it comes to your health. If you guys remember, I start this challenge on a Thursday. In the first week of November, there wasn't any other plans as to why I want to do it. I just felt like I really need to do this for my life. I was even traveling the week after that. So I thought to myself that, hey, you know what? I'll always be traveling. I will always feel tired. I will always have family events to go to. I will always have social life to attend to. I will fall sick. There will be days where I really don't want to do it. But the longer I pause and the longer I wait, I will probably be waiting forever. So honestly, there's no right time to start. Number 2, being consistent is everything. Yes, there were some days where I missed out on my steps. There were some days where I ate over the calorie target that I set myself to. But what matters most is to really just get back into things the day after. And that's what I did. And honestly, that is such a deal breaker, because just because you have one bad day does not mean you're gonna just live the rest of the week having it bad. So don't do that to yourself. If you are driving and one of your tires is flat out, you don't just go around and flatten out all the tires. It's just a bad day. Get back into it. Lesson number 3, you gotta be disciplined. And I think I have learned discipline or relearned discipline again by doing this challenge. And I feel like that's really awesome, because I went for my training sessions, I followed the plan, I progressively overloaded the weights. It felt good. It felt hard. It wasn't supposed to be easy, and I totally understand that. And really, just the discipline of showing up into the gym, showing up to your steps, and showing up to what you have committed yourself to is a huge deal breaker. So really, being consistent is one thing, but just discipline yourself. And honestly, even if you feel not motivated, those days are the days where you really have to show up. And the final lesson that I want to share with you is this is a marathon and not a sprint. Yes, I am on a 3-month challenge. So this whole hashtag just a normal Asian challenge is 3 months, but it is not a sprint. I am not expecting anything out of this. Honestly, the only thing and the only expectation that I have for myself is really to show up to what I said that I would do. And honestly, it has been great, because if you take out the expectation bit and really just focus on showing up every day, focus on the journey and enjoy the journey every single day, you'll realize that all these healthy habits that you are going to build is going to stick with you for the rest of your life. So health is definitely not a sprint. It is a marathon. You are going to spend the rest of your life lifting weights, training, getting the steps in, making healthier food choices. So enjoy the process. And that's what I have been doing over the last 4 weeks. So the next 4 weeks is going to be month number 2. I do have a few tweaks to my training plan. I really hope to build up to what I did in the first month. So in this first month, I trained 3 days a week. It was a split between legs day and 2 upper body days, which is a push day and a pull day. But in month number 2, I am going to add in another session. So that's 4 workout days. And that session will be a little bit more metabolic conditioning. So I'm going to be working on getting my heart rate up. It'll be a shorter session, but it is definitely something I used to love. I love Metcon sessions in the past, and I really hope it's going to be great. In terms of my nutrition, I'm still sticking with the same calorie deficit number, which is between 1,700 to 1,800 calories a day. But I am challenging myself to bring up my total net average steps to about 9,000. So the first month, I did hit about 8,000-ish, 8,700. In my total net average steps. So I hope to hit about 9,000 in this next month. Apart from that, as usual, I'm going to show up on social media. I'm going to show up on my Instagram account, and I'm just going to enjoy this journey and make sure that it does not feel like a diet, because once this 3 months is over, I got to sustain that. And that's more important than what I'm doing in this next 3 months. So hope you've enjoyed my first month recap. Thank you for sticking through this. I will see you soon again. And yeah, take care of your health. It's the only thing that's going to be with you from the day you're born to the day you die. Morbid, I know, but it's super crucial.